Champion Christian and Bacone today on YouTube. It's the 7-2 Tigers, 3-1 at home, 3-0 in Southwest Region play, hosting the NAIA Warriors, who are 0-15 and 0-5 on the road. Hi again, everybody. Chris Sheeman. Glad to be with you here today to bring you today's contest. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. First for Bacone, it's number 0, Derek Factor. Number 1 is Colton Seymour. Number 4, Randy Jacobs. Number 22, Peyton Golighty. Number 23 is Javon Webster. Now for Mo Capacey and your 7th-ranked Tigers. It's number 13, A.J. Williams, number 14, Braylon Hawkins, number 15, Jason Garcia, number 23, Xavier Hall, and number 32 is K.J. Corder. So, against the winless Warriors today, Champion finishing up the second of a back-to-back on their home court here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. They'll be home again, actually. Some schedule changes that we'll tell you about as looks like Braylon Hawkins got tied up there. The Tigers are coming off that win. Exciting game on Tuesday if you weren't around for it. Tigers won it 92-91 over Dallas Christian. 2 free throws by Jason Garcia with 15 seconds left sealed the victory. It was an interesting close to that game as Hawkins is at the line here and misses the first. Garcia had a game-high 23 on Tuesday. Hawkins, speaking of him, Braylon had a double-double, 15 and 11. Bacone has not played in a week. January 7th, they lost at Haskell 92-68. So Braylon Hawkins, 1 out of 2 at the line. Champion takes a 1-point lead. Now it's a steal by A.J. Williams out to Garcia. Corder now back to A.J. A.J. Williams, 22 steals on the season, make it 23 as he misses the layup. Ball deflected out, and Bacone looking to push it. On the near side, Factor, top of the key. This is Golighty, top 25 in scoring in the NAIA, 21st in rebounding, Peyton Golighty. As the 3 is off for the Warriors, here comes A.J. Williams into the forecourt, gets it down low to Jason Garcia, who scores the first field goal of the game to make it 3-zip in favor of Champion. So minute and change in, good ball movement, cold shooting at the start for the Warriors, though. That's Randy Jacobs off on the 3. Tigers looking to push now. Here's Hawkins for 3 on the left wing, rebound by Golighty. So Golighty, 19.9 points per ball game. Bacone turns it over. A.J. Williams buries the triple, and it's a 6-0 start for Champion. Champion and Bacone last played in 2020 at the Champion Classic. And the Tigers won that one 94-73. Tigers also swept a home-and-home in the 2019-20 season, won the lone meeting in 2018. It's all 3-pointers right now for the Warriors, none of which have dropped yet. Down low, Braylon Hawkins had it blocked, taken away by Webster. Javon Webster with the quick hands defensively, but the pass deflected out of bounds. So again, Bacone pushing the tempo. This is a team that has struggled scoring the basketball, but their main problem has been on defense. They're 231st out of 234 NAIA teams in points per game allowed. They're giving up 93.8 points per ball game. They've allowed 90 9 different times this year and 100 plus 4 times this season. Golighty is their main, as I mentioned, offensive threat as he attacks, and they're going to wave it off, call him for steps. Peyton Golighty shoots 51%. You can see his ability to get to the basket there. Just took one too many steps that time on Braylon Hawkins. So here come the Tigers, leading it 6-zip here in the opening 90 seconds. This is K.J. Corder on the near side. Cross court, Williams, same spot. Short on the triple that time. Garcia's got the offensive rebound, and it's deflected by Jacobs out of bounds. And Bacone wants to talk things over. So it'll remain with the Tigers. 17:31 to go here in this one. We're just underway. Good start for Champion. So 3 more chances to see your Tigers or watch them here on YouTube. As you see, that'll wrap up the regular season at home. This is Hall back to live action, getting it to Braylon Hawkins, back to Xavier Hall, top of the key quarter. Looking to attack, doubled up. That left Hawkins open, and he lays it up and in. So Braylon Hawkins with 3 points, champion 8-zip here in the first 2.5 minutes. Into the forecourt, Jacobs now for the Warriors. Jacobs hounded, but kept the dribble. Now Golady on the mismatch, goes to the bucket. Hawkins is there to meet him, and Hawkins vertical, but got his arm. Peyton Golady, sophomore, 19.9 points per ball game. As I mentioned, that's 25th in the NAIA. 9.5 rebounds is 21st. He's a 54% free throw shooter, and he gets Bacone on the board for the first time. This is a Warriors team good at getting to the free throw line, 29th in the NAIA in attempts with 21.6. So Tigers going to have to be careful defensively, guard without fouling today if they're going to keep Bacone winless. Garcia attacking, surveys, kicks it out to Quarter. Ball fake, shoots the 3 off the back iron. Braylon Hawkins shot blocked. Garcia to Quarter, and Quarter scores. KJ Quarter, 44% shooter, puts Champion back up by 8. Champion pressing on Bacone, attacking Golady to the cutter, the reverse by Webster. Good ball movement there from the Warriors. Javon Webster, 8 points per ball game. Hall in the corner, shoots it for 3, swishes it in, and the 3-pointers are falling today for Champion. They're out to a 9-point lead now. Xavier Hall, just 27% from downtown this year. Tigers as a team, just 29%, but they're 4th in shooting in the NCCAA as Golady scores again down low, and Bacone's starting to pick up their offensive output. 46% as a team, the Tigers from the field. A lot of points in the paint, like that one from Braylon Hawkins, makes it 15-6. Hawkins already with 5 points, and that pass deflected out. So Factor will inbound it again for the Warriors. Start of a 2-game road trip. They'll be at Crowley's Ridge next Saturday. Bacone. Next home game will be the 26th against Iowa Wesleyan. Double pump in the air. Webster's got back-to-back buckets for the Warriors, and it's 15-8. A.J. Williams dancing right around the defense. Way too easy. There's some of that defensive problems that Bacone has had on full display right there. Factor attacks. The circus shot goes. So Bacone hitting some tough ones off the press. Attacking his Quarter, spinning, shooting, and scoring again. So up and down we go. 4 minutes and change into this one. It's 19-10. Correction, 5 minutes and change. Another alley-oop down low for Bacone. And neither team stopping either from scoring right now. Tigers do maintain a 7-point lead, scored the first 8 points of the game. And Braylon Hawkins is red hot right now. He's got 8 points. Tigers leading it by 10 now. 35% three-point shooter, Braylon. So the Tigers 4th in shooting, 53% in each of its last 2 games, Champion, and then 51% during this 4-game winning streak from the field, the Tigers. Some subs in. Oh, these jerseys for Champion are killing me. It's so hard to see them sometimes. I believe Malik Laurent is in, and I believe Dylan Hopkins is in. This is Malik Norflat, doubled up down low, shot it over Laurent, couldn't get it. Ball tipped, put back no good by Webster, and then it's deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Champion. So Braylon Hawkins, 8 points. He goes to the bench as Malik Laurent checks in. 14-15 to go here in this opening half. Here's Jacobs on the near side. This is Factor. late addition to the Warriors roster, Derek Factor. The scoop shot by Golightly as he stays aggressive for Bacone, 22-14. I was wrong. Damian Bowman is into the game, so it's Bowman and Laurent off the bench as Hall misses top of the key for 3. Jacobs will slow it down now for the Warriors. Factor around the world, attacks the bucket, stripped. And was it deflected off him? They say yes, so it'll be Champion basketball. Josh Walpole coming into the game, the junior local product from Hot Springs. Catch and shoot by Bowman for 3, way off. He's been good from behind the arc, 46% three-point shooter. A little bit too strong that time, though. Factor, cut off, top of the key. Jacobs now to Norflet. Norflet backing down on Williams. Couple of nice fakes. Couldn't get the scoop, but it's tipped up and in by Factor. Here comes Bacone now. Stringing some points together and trailing by 6. A.J. Williams on the near side. And the bucket and foul that time for KJ Quarter, his second field goal. He'll go to the line for an old school three-point try. Quarter, another local product, is a 67% free throw shooter. John Brown into the game for Bacone, wearing number 42. Number 15 is Corey Billy. So no good on the free throw. Lead back out to 8 for Champion. Ball deflected out that time. 12:48 to go here in this opening half. Billy on the near side, takes it top of the key. Here's Brown. Cross court, 24. I don't have a 24 on my roster. I'll check on him. The 3 is off, though. Here come the Tigers. Bounce pass over on the far side. Back out to A.J. Williams. He'll shoot it from deep. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's last touched by Bacone. '24 is Mason Thomas. Bowman top of the key. Dylan Hopkins has come into the game for Champion as well. So it's Hopkins, Laurent, Walpole, Bowman, and AJ. That's the 5 right now. Nearing 12 minutes to go here in this opening half. An issue with the clock, I believe, has us held up briefly, so this is game 2 of 3 consecutive at home. Finale of a back-to-back this week at home for the Tigers. We'll be with you again on the 20th, next Friday, for a doubleheader against Arlington. Back to region play. Attacking A.J. Williams, blocked but fouled. Tough call there on Thomas. Looked like he might have gotten all ball, but instead A.J. Williams goes to the free throw line, 78%. This season. He's got 5 points already here this afternoon. AJ 7th in scoring in the NCAA at 20.9 a game. Good on the first free throw. AJ also 3rd in assists per game at 5.4. Another fantastic season for the senior from Dallas. 1 out of 2 at the line. Ball tipped out of bounds, and the Tigers are going to get another shot at it here. Hopkins will inbound it for Champion. Walpole with the ball fake. He's backing down. Hangs it short. Fight for the rebound. Again, it's off Seymour, out of bounds. Here comes Webster and Golightly quickly back into the game. Thomas is out, as is Brown. So again, Hopkins the inbounded. In the corner, it's Williams for three. And AJ puts Champion up by 12. He's now got 9. Almost has a steal, and they do get the steal. It's Bowman down low. The foul is called. That's going to send Hopkins to the free throw line. So Damian Bowman, who has 11 steals on the season, make it 12 now as he comes off the bench to get a turnover. And now it's Dylan Hopkins at the line. First free throw attempts of the season for Dylan, I believe. And he misses the first. And Derek Factor back into the game. Randy Jacobs back in for Bacone as Billy goes out, as does Norflat. So Hopkins trying to get on the board. And he does. Tigers push it out to a 13-point lead. Defensive rebounding really the main culprit for Bacone in their deficit with 11:40 left to go in the half. Here is Jacobs. Left alone, he'll shoot the three and hit it. Randy Jacobs, just 27% from downtown this year. Big bucket there for the Warriors. They needed that one. Trailing now by 10. AJ screen and roll with Laurent. Scoop no good. Ball tipped out. Walpole got the tip there. Now Bowman flips it up no. Tipped up no. And it's going off Laurent out of bounds. Back to Bacone. Tigers have been pressing throughout here this afternoon, and it's worked quite a bit. That was wrestled away by Jacobs, who throws a floater to Golightly. Golightly attacks the bucket over to Laurent. Yes, again. Scoring machine. Peyton Golightly on full display here today. A.J. Williams on the right wing. Into the circle, into the lane, cut off, bounce passes it out. Stepping inside the arc and burying the jumper was Bowman, I believe. I cannot see these numbers. I can't do it. It wasn't Bowman. Ugh, it's killing me. Just absolute. These jerseys are the worst jerseys I've ever seen. Factor is fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. Let's see if I could get another look at, well, Factor on the season. Again, a late addition for Bacone, but he's perfect so far from the free throw line. So Taz Glover in. A.J. Williams will get a breather. Laurent had it poked away. I believe that's going to be Champion basketball at will. Glover, Laurent, Walpole, Bowman had it poked away, got it back. Correction, that's Hopkins who got it back. Bounce pass goes to Glover, who got hit. I believe they're going to say it was a pass, so no free throws here, but it'll stay Tigers basketball. And Hopkins will inbound it down low. Braylon Hawkins going to come back in. Laurent goes back to the bench. Good first half for Hawkins. He's got 8 points, A.J. Williams has 9. Ullman top of the key. Here's Braylon for 3. Short on it. Rebound by Jacobs. Seymour on the near side. Colton Seymour, 9.5 points per ball game on the season. Running the point right now for the Warriors. Looking to make a run. down to the big guy Golightly. He bodies it in again, and he's fouled. So the Tigers took a 13-point lead. It's down to 7 on a 6-0 run for Bacone, and Peyton Golightly looking to make it an old-school three-point try. Now, just past the midway point here in this opening half. Wait a minute, what is the call here? They call a technical foul on Bacone. Officials in college basketball this year have been very quick on the technicals. Damian Bowman is at the line for these free throws. So 1 out of 2 on the technical free throws for Champion. Eight-point lead for the Tigers, and Golightly will try now to complete the three-point opportunity here. Can't do it. Hawkins the rebound. Glover now across midcourt. Near side Hopkins. Bowman. Now Hawkins attacks. Braylon banks it in. First player in double figures for Champion. Braylon Hawkins pushes the lead back out to 10. Good ball movement here, and the scoop and score is good by Jacobs down low for Bacone. Champion looking to push now. Back to Braylon. Braylon, the mismatch, the bucket, the foul. Webster commits it. Braylon Hawkins with a dozen as he's been extra aggressive here today. Hawkins averaging a double-double this season, 15 points, 10.5 rebounds. He's second in the NCAA in rebounding. 4.5 offensive rebounds a game. He leads the NCCAA in that category. 78% free throw shooter, looking for a baker's dozen here this afternoon, and he's got it. Champion up 11. Biggest lead has been 13. Jacobs, Seymour, Brown back into the game, over to Jacobs. The cutter is Brown, throws it up, draws contact with 8:58 to go here in the half. So John Brown, first free throw attempts of the season, another latecomer for the Warriors as they've added a few players here in this second half of the season. Mentioned they're good at getting to the free throw line. So far, that's been the story here today, helping the Warriors stick around in this one here early. One out of 2. Tipped rebound is controlled by the Tigers. Glover on the near side of your screen into the front court. Hopkins over to Josh Walpole. Back to Hopkins. Bowman on the left wing. Hawkins to Glover for 3. Short on it. Same team, guys, and it's saved by Bacone over to Jacobs. Seymour into the front court. Correction, Factor into the front court with 8.5 to go in the half. Bounce pass down low for Brown is a bit off the mark. Warriors turn it back to the Tigers. As KJ Quarter comes back into the game. Kyle Young in for the first time. Kyle Young in his first game in a year and a half after transferring from a D2. Scored 8 points on Tuesday in the victory against Dallas Christian. So he's out there for the first time with the ball on the right side. Glover on the left, Quarter. Quarter putting the moves on. Got tied up, got it back. Flip shot, no. Jacobs the rebound. Warriors are doing a nice job on the defensive glass. This is a good offensive rebounding Tigers team, but Bacone limiting those extra chance opportunities. A few too many turnovers like that one. Hawkins gets it to the cutter. That's Quarter who lays it up and in. KJ was 6, and it's a 12-point lead again for Champion. Biggest has been 13 here this afternoon for the Tigers. Bacone has not led. And a foul called there. Reach by Glover. .731 left to go here in this opening half. No bonus yet. I think that's what they were checking on. Quick pass by Brown to the inboundee Factor, who was met at the rim, and then Warriors touched it last. So Warriors went on a 6-0 run, then a technical foul, and a three-point play that didn't happen. Helped Champion push it back out to double figures. Walpole down low to the hot hand Hawkins. Over to Young. Fakes the three to Runner. Yes, Kyle Young. Instant offense so far for Champion off the bench in his first game and change. Quick field goal there makes it the biggest lead for Champion as Jacobs is off on the three. It's a 14-point lead now. Young quarter extra pass to Glover, tiptoes the baseline, and a blocking foul called on Factor. Both teams starting to rack up the fouls a little bit here in this opening half. So Taz Glover at the line, 67% free throw shooter. As Norflet comes back in, Factor in some foul trouble goes to the bench. So 1-1 for the Tigers. Champion, how about the balanced scoring? This is such a deep team. We've talked a little bit about that as Taz Glover gets the first one to go. 7 players are near 8 points a game or better for Champion. 4 players average in double figures. Damian Bowman, 10 points a game off the bench. I think if you continue to see Kyle Young off the bench, he'll likely be in double figures when the season's all said and done. Once he gets his legs back under him after being off for a year and a half with an injury. Team poised to make a run in this Southwest region. So far, they're 3-0. They've had some close games, though. The game on the road against Kansas Christian was a 1-point game. The Dallas Christian game on Tuesday was a 1-point game. Far side, Seymour bounce pass intercepted by Hawkins. Hawkins had a little trouble gathering himself, and Seymour steals it, lays it up and in. 43-29, Taz Glover. What a pass to Hall, who's back in the game. Xavier Hall's got 5 in the first half. Lead back to 16, matching the biggest here today for Champion. Jacobs top of the key for Bacone. Webster looking to drive on Xavier Hall to the cutter Jacobs, and the turnaround is no good, but again, Warriors back at the line. We've seen both teams getting to the line frequently here in this first half. For Randy Jacobs, he is a 76% free throw shooter. Both teams, I believe, now in the 1-1 as A.J. Williams will come back into the game, replacing Taz Glover. Corey Billy, number 15, and Mason Thomas, number 24, for Bacone back out there. Young into the forecourt for the Tigers. KJ Quarter hangs. Can't get the friendly bounce. Hawkins the rebound, and he's blocked but fouled. Brown was looking for a tie up there. So Braylon Hawkins back at the line, leading all scorers with 13 points today. AJ Williams has 9, 6 for KJ Quarter, 5 for Xavier Hall, leading scorers for Champion. After the home game on Friday against Arlington, it'll be a 3-game road trip for the Tigers. They'll step outside region play, take on Arkansas Baptist on the 27th, then 2 region games on the 27th and 28th. 25th is at Arkansas Baptist, and then 27th at Arlington, 28th at Dallas Christian. And then back home on the 31st against Randall. I won't be with you for the Randall doubleheader, but the Tigers will still stream it here on YouTube. Young over to A.J. Williams. A.J. putting the moves on. Scoop can't score. Rebound by Brown. Brown lost the dribble, and it's going to be taken away off the deflection. Here's Young for 3 off the back rim. Brown's got the rebound. Billy to Norflet, who will walk it up now. We've got 4:40 remaining in this opening half. Champion by 14. They've led by as many as 16. Bacone has not led. Billy off. Hall looking to push. Young back out to Hawkins. A corner 3 for Braylon off the back iron. Billy pushing now for the Warriors. Rebound by Quarter. KJ with some nice moves. Hawkins to the cutter. Williams backs it out. See the motion? You see how everybody's moving without the ball right now? As Quarter can't get the 3. That's what you want on an offensive set if you're Mo Capacey. Players moving without the basketball. That's part of the reason the Tigers are 10th in assists per ball game in the NCCAA. A lot of motion on offense. Another steal, and Young is fouled. Kyle Young will go to the free throw line. First free throw attempts this season in his second game with Champion after transferring over from Division II Missouri Southern. Seymour back in. Webster Thomas back out there. Norflet stays out there. Jacobs as well for Bacone. 1-1 for Kyle Young. Got them both. Young, 4 points off the bench. Champion matches his biggest lead now at 16 points. Jacobs one-on-one with A.J. Williams. 3:24 to go in the half. Webster on the wing. There's Thomas over to Norflet. Shot clock at 10. And Norflet draws contact on Hawkins. Cade Wilson getting set to come in for Champion. So Braylon Hawkins will go out. I think we're in the 1-1 now here for Bacone. They double check it, but yeah, Warriors will get some free throws here, at least one. Malik Norflet, 19 points per ball game. Another good scorer for the Warriors. 67% free throw shooter. Also averages 4 rebounds a game. Good rebounding guard. Gets the first free throw to go. So both are good, and it's a 14-point lead again. This is about where we've been in this 14 to 16-point range. Down the stretch we go here in this opening half. A.J. Williams throws it up. Wild shot, but the Warriors have had some trouble. I mentioned they've done a decent job defensive rebounding, but there's been 3 or 4 instances here in this opening half where they have not been able to gather the rebound. Mo Capacey calls timeout. We'll step aside as well. Just inside 3 minutes to go in the opening half, and Champion in control. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be with you here at the home studio in Greenville, South Carolina. We're watching the Bacone College Warriors and champion Christian Tigers from Hot Springs, Arkansas. NCCAA versus NAIA matchup. KJ Corder. Young dancing around one defender, and his pass rockets out of bounds over the outstretched hands of A.J. Williams. So Champion turns it over out of the timeout. Pet peeve of coaches everywhere. Tigers have been up double figures, comfortably ahead for most of this ball game. Bacone has not led in the game. 13 points for Braylon Hawkins. AJ's got 9 here tonight. And the reverse there by Seymour, who gets it to go. Young. Hall looked to set a screen. Now Young will take a contested jumper, no good. Rebound controlled by Jacobs. Ahead to Thomas. 2:14 to go in the half. Norflet on the left wing steps into a triple and swishes it in. Here comes Bacone at single digits. Champions led by as many as 16. Right now it's a 9-point game. 7 straight for Bacone. Hall spinning, shooting, scoring. That was not bad defense, just better offense. Xavier Hall aggressive in the first half. He's got 7, averaging 12.9 a game on the year, 42% shooter. Here's Webster kicking it out. Corner 3 by Thomas, no good. Corder with the rebound. A.J. Williams, nobody guards him. That's a bad idea. They get a break, but A.J. follows his miss. Out to Young for 3. Ooh. Boy, this Kyle Young, he is something else on offense. And just like that, the lead grows to 14. Kyle Young with 7 quick points off the bench for Champion. Minute 10 to go in the half. Good ball movement here for the Warriors, finding the open Jacobs, who buries a 3. High-scoring first half, 52-41. Tigers are 7th in scoring in the NCCAA, 82.5 a game, and I mentioned Bacone's defensive problems, giving up an average of 93.8. They force the tie-up there. It's a jump ball. Cade Wilson out there, KJ Corder, Hall, Williams, and Young. Turnaround no good by Corder. Pushing it is Seymour. And a bad pass there gives the ball back to Champion. About an 8-second difference between game and shot clock as we wind down this opening half. Champion by 11. They've led by 16 at 3 different points here in the opening half. As Young brings it up. Young turns on the Jets. Kicks it out to Wilson. Young now, still time on the clock. Young, step back. Nasty moves, couldn't get the jumper though. Now last shot time here for Bacone. Chance to go into the locker room down single digits here. That'd be a boost for the Warriors. And Seymour's going to get to the free throw line with just 3.5 on the clock. Colton Seymour, a 68% free throw shooter. It's been an overall good start to the year for the Tigers, but they, at times, can allow teams back in the game. I think a little bit more of a defensive presence down the stretch here in the second half of the season for the Tigers as they look to contend for a region title and get to the national tournament. It's going to probably have to come on that end of the court. Going quickly, throwing it up from midcourt. Young at the buzzer, it's good! Kyle Young at the buzzer. The shot is good, the officials say. Bacone protests. Let's take another look at it. What a bucket. What a first half. Off the bench, Kyle Young. Did he get it off in time? Oh, plenty of time on the clock. Kyle Young from half court. Champion goes into the locker room leading by 13, 55 on the board here in this first half over Bacone. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with all the second half action. Don't go too far. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you at the home studio in Greenville, South Carolina. In Hot Springs, Arkansas, a fantastic offensive start to this one for Champion Christian. They lead it as we start the second half, 55-42. Two players in double figures for the Tigers. Braylon Hawkins with 13. Kyle Young, who hit that half-court buzzer beater, has 10. 9 points for A.J. Williams. 7 for Xavier Hall. 6 for K.J. Corder. 3 for Damian Bowman. 2 for Garcia. And 1 apiece for Dylan Hopkins and Taz Glover. Bacone College, the Warriors are 0-15 on the year and 0-5 on the road. Champion at 7-2 and 3-1 here at home. Champion second of 3 straight at home. Be back to region play on Friday against Arlington. Bacone, who has had troubles getting defensive stops all season long, giving up 55 to the Tigers in that first half. Champion led by as many as 16. Bacone did not lead in the half as Seymour is off on the 3. Hall with the rebound out to Corder. Now Garcia. Attacking the bucket and scoring. So Jason Garcia with his second field goal. He had 23 points against Dallas Christian. A quieter afternoon here today for Jason, as Bacone answers right back. So far, the big guy down low, Peyton Golighty, has been their main offensive threat, weapon, so to speak. A.J. Williams at the top of the key, looking to get into double figures, and he does with that jumper. A.J. now with 11 here today. Champion looking to make it 5 straight wins in a row on this 4-game winning streak. They have shot 51% from the field and 53% in each of the last 2 games. Factor contested jumper, no. Hall's got the rebound. Hall flies into the forecourt. K.J. Corder goes beyond the back. Garcia corner 3, yes. And Jason Garcia with 2 quick buckets. That gives Champion its biggest lead now at 17. Now it's a turnover and Garcia lays it up and in, and the lead grows to 19 just like that. Sloppy start to the second half for Bacone. Press has worked at various points so far today. Attacking the bucket. Factor can't get it to go. Another one and done. Corder had it deflected. Here is Garcia. Back to KJ for 3. Yes! KJ Corder with 9. It's a 22-point lead for Champion. What a start to the second half for the Tigers. Timeout. Bacone. We'll be back. Champion by 22 points. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Bacone with the basketball. A quick start here 3 minutes into this second half. Tigers have scored 12 points in 3 minutes. And they get another stop. Stepping left, KJ, not that time. Rebound by Golighty for the Warriors. Here's Seymour. Cross-court Webster. Shot clock winding down here for Bacone, but still time. Seymour right wing. Hall on the switch. They got to get cooking now. Golightly with 4 on the shot clock. The mid-range no good. Rebound controlled by Garcia. A.J. Williams on the right wing. Tries baseline, throws it up, gets the friendly rim. So A.J. Williams matches Braylon Hawkins with 13, and the lead grows to 24. 14-3 start to the second half for Champion as Factor rims it in. Braylon Hawkins right to the hoop. I mean, there was no resistance there defensively. 71-47 Champion. Seymour backs it out. Golightly backing down size mismatch, and Golightly wins that battle. Williams to the cutter, slam dunk. Xavier Hall trying to rip the rim down. Hall's got 9. Champion putting on a clinic here in this second half. 24-point lead. Golightly pushed off. So the offensive foul will give it back to the Tigers. Garcia walks it up with 14:40 to go in the ball game. Hawkins turnaround 3. No, but the rebound comes to AJ to the cutter. Hawkins, yes. Remember what I was talking about in the first half? All the movement the Tigers do offensively. Always somebody cutting, always somebody running around the rim, or the wing, excuse me. This team moves better without the basketball than many here at this level do, as Garcia gets the steal and score. And it is all Tigers. Bacone has not come out of the locker room. Garcia's got 9. Most of that here in the second half. He had 2 points in the first half after 23 against Dallas yesterday. We talked about the balance scoring. Golightly blocked, but he's fouled and will go to the line. A different player every night for Champion when you've got this many offensive weapons at your disposal for Mo Capacey. You can have 1 or 2 guys have an off night and it doesn't matter because somebody else is there to pick up the pace. Today, everybody's having a good day. Thomas returns for Bacone, so does Norflet. Jacobs and Webster both go out. Golightly, no surprise today, has been fantastic offensively. He'll get a breather as John Brown into the game for Bacone. Golightly top 25 in scoring and rebounding in the NAIA. A.J. Williams, once again, no resistance, right to the hoop. Now he called a foul on the floor, so I guess there was resistance. So no bucket. Malik Laurent into the game. Braylon Hawkins, 17 points here today. One of 3 players in double figures. Williams for 3, no. On the catch and shoot, Factor got the rebound, throws it ahead, running and gunning, ball deflected out. Williams has another steal. Bounce pass to Quarter. The runner is short. He knew it. Couldn't get the tip. Neither could Laurent. Ball batted out to Williams. Here's Hall for 3. Short. Laurent the rebound. Laurent looks to attack. Got doubled up. Swings it out to Garcia, who runs over a player, and that'll be an offensive foul. Damian Bowman going to come into the game. 3 points off the bench in the first half. Bowman. Xavier Hall departs with 9 points. 13:08 to go in the game. Champion has put up 22 points on the board in less than 7 minutes. They have outscored Bacone here in the second period, 22-9. Norflet into the forecourt. Gets around Williams, met by Laurent. And Laurent, I don't know if he's going to get credit with a block there, but definitely altered that shot. Garcia cross court to Quarter for 3. Rebound by Factor as he skied for it. Factor scoops it to Seymour, who will set up the offense for Bacone. Seymour over to Factor, right wing triple try, no. A.J. Williams, the long rebound, 3-on-3. A.J. takes on all 3, can't score. Ball deflected, the putback underneath is good. That was Quarter. KJ Quarter in double figures with 11, 79-51. It's all Champion here today. 12:21 to go in the game. We have another timeout. We'll be back. Chris Shima, glad to be with you from the home studio in Greenville, South Carolina, watching the Tigers and Warriors from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Shout out to Champion, 3rd year that I've worked with them doing this remote streaming thing. And other than a couple of things, like when I can't tell who's on the court, it's been a smooth sailing, really, for the most part. Backing down Norflet. Ball deflected out to Golightly. Thomas with the fake, now goes back to Golightly. Here's Factor. Factor got a screen, met at the rim, and traveled with the basketball. Champion picking up the defense here in this second half. Bacone 9 points here in the half. There's A.J. Williams, Taz Glover, Damian Bowman, Laurent, and Marcus Blakely for the first time. Alley-oop to Laurent, missed it. Laurent tries to follow it, and he's fouled. With 11:38 left to go, Malik Laurent will go to the... Oh, no, they called a tie up there. No foul. So jump ball, and it'll be Warriors basketball. Full court press again. Golightly brings it across midcourt. He's doubled up, and I think he's called for steps. Golightly frustrated. He thought he was fouled there. But instead, the Tigers get the stop again in another Warriors turnover. Came in averaging 18 a game. Tigers average 17.4. Opponents are averaging 17, so they're about even per game in the turnover battle. Winning it here today, though. Williams looking for Blakely, and away from the ball, we have an offensive foul as Josh Walpole gets set to come in for Champion. A.J. Williams will get a breather as he departs with 13 points. Billy is back in for Bacone. Corey Billy in for Jacobs. Correction, for Factor. My apologies. Billy attacks. Contested jumper by Jacobs, rims in. Taz Glover walks it across midcourt. 11 minutes to go in the game. Blakely left wing. Walpole back out there. Josh Walpole at the half circle had it deflected away. It's bounced to Thomas. Throws ahead to Billy. Over Glover, got it to go. Josh Walpole swings it out. Bowman for three. Oh, yeah. Bowman's first triple here today. 6 points for Damian. Lean out to 27 for Champion. I believe this is their biggest. Jacobs one-on-one, got doubled up, ball deflected. Bowman with the steal. Good team defense. Now Blakely, no, but he's fouled. So no bucket there on the follow-through by Laurent, but Marcus Blakely will go to the free throw line. I talked to Mo Capacey just kind of briefly this week, trying to find minutes for guys. It's a good problem to have for a head coach. But he kind of talked about how some of these guys are going to be the future for Champion. You know, you've still got Williams and Hawkins, guys like that who demand the bulk of the minutes. But Bowman and some of these other guys who do play some on the developmental squad as well, where they can, you know, stay fresh, stay ready. We've talked about that in the past. The importance of that first-year developmental team adding depth to this Tigers program. Looks like Factor back in for Bacone. Jacobs will go to the bench. 83-55 is the correct score on your screen, as Blakely got 1 out of 2. Laurent punches that out of bounds, intended for Golightly. Of the players who have played today, Walpole, Laurent have not scored. Cade Wilson also played briefly in that opening half. Another balanced offensive game, though, for this Champion team. 3 players in double figures and 2 or 3 others on their way to double figures in scoring. Team defense that time on Golightly. Taz Glover backing down his man, throws it up and draws the foul. 9:31 to go in the game. Taz Glover at the line. He was 1 out of 2 from the free throw stripe in the first half for his lone points of the game. Jacobs back into the game quickly for Factor. Bacone is off until next Saturday. They're at Crowley's Ridge, another NAIA. Home on the 26th against Iowa Wesleyan. Champion will be off until Friday. They'll take on Arlington. And a 3-game road trip to follow, the 25th, 27th, and 28th. Rematch against Dallas, rematch against Arlington. The half of the scoreboard went out, but I believe it's 85-55. Norflet backs it out. Norflet, Golightly, pass off the mark. Blakely almost had the steal. It's taken back, though, by Thomas. Golightly slam dunk. Blakely into the 4 quarters. We go inside 9 minutes, 85-57. Blakely attacks and called for the charge. They've been fairly consistent with that call here this afternoon. Lower the body. It's a good call to make. Easy call for the officials. So Billy the inbound. Jacobs hounded by Glover. Jacobs had it poked away, but Glover called for the reach. Almost a steal there for the Tigers, but a piece of the body, they say. Braylon Hawkins back in for Malik Laurent. So Hawkins and Walpole down low with Glover, Blakely, and Bowman. Jacobs handoff to Norflet. Gets around Blakely. Blakely recovered and poked it away. Hawkins tried to tie him up from his knees, though. Norflet from the ground, able to keep hope alive as Jacobs with the clock sounding off. The shot clock buzzer went off right after he released that. Tigers touch it last, though, so Bacone will get another crack at it here. Jacobs contested jumper. No. Walpole the board. Nearing 8 minutes to go. Here's Blakely for three. Josh Walpole tried to tip the rebound, but digging that arm in over the back. Turn it back over to Bacone on the offensive foul there. Defensive foul, I think, on a rebound is the technical term for it. Josh Walpole, good production off the bench. 6 points per ball game, nearing 6 rebounds a game on the season. Scoreless so far today. Taz Glover called for the reach. That's the second time he thought he got all ball. That he has been incorrect, say the officials. Foul starting to rack up for Champion. I mentioned it in the first half. Bacone good at getting to the free throw line. They're 29th in the NAIA in attempts per game, and I believe they are in the 1-1. So Norflet, 67% free throw shooter at the line. Malik Norflet and Golighty both averaging over 19 a game for Bacone. Couple of bright spots in a winless season so far for these Warriors. They are 231st in points per game allowed in the NAIA. They're 228th out of 234 NAIA teams in field goal percentage, 214th in three-point shooting. Their offense has improved, though. Last couple of games coming in to the weekend game here against Champion, they were 44% from three and 41% overall. So their offense has been okay today, too. It's been their defense. Like, they just let Blakely go right to the hoop. 87-59 Champion in control here today. Seymour. Jacobs, contested shot is short. Bowman looked to break out instead of boxing out. That led to an extra possession, but now Blakely with the steal, 3-on-2. Blakely scores. So Marcus Blakely back-to-back field goals. He's got 5 points inside 7 minutes to go. Lead back to 30 for Champion. It's their biggest lead for the second time here today. Jacobs on the near side, guarded by Walpole. Now Hawkins on him on the switch. Open look for Thomas for three. Oh, man, that went halfway down, came back out. Hawkins brings it up. Blakely's liking his defensive matchups as he attacks, can't score. A.J. Williams getting ready to come back into the game. We'll see if Mokapesi doesn't. Well, he's going to bring A.J. back in. We haven't seen Young yet here in this opening half. Again, coming back from an injury after a year and a half off. Likely minutes restrictions. Young had 10 points in limited minutes in the first half. Hairball that time by Hawkins. Jacobs swings it out. It's poked away again. Jacobs gets it back. Out to Billy. Thought about the three. Got his defender in the air, but passed it out. He'd be at the free throw line otherwise. Cross court to Thomas. Driving baseline. And Thomas put way more on that pass than he needed to. He's going to go out. Webster comes back in. Here is Garcia and A.J. back in. Glover and Blakely go out. Bowman cross court to Hawkins. Garcia back to Braylon. Driving baseline, swings it out. Bowman for three. Airballed it. That's a rare air ball off a triple try. 5:10 to go in the game. Full court it goes to Webster over three defenders. Swishes it through. So Champion going to win their 5th game in a row. Go to 8-2 on the year. Improve to 4-1 at home. It's gotten a little sloppy on the offensive end. But the Tigers are well in control of this one. They came out, scored 22 points in the opening 7 minutes. It was a 22-9 start to this second half. Gabe Toussaint in for the first time for Bacone as Jacobs goes to the bench. .435 to go in the game. Garcia, Hawkins, Williams, extra pass. This is Hopkins missing the three. Dylan Hopkins back in. Fouled as missed, couldn't get the jumper. Hopkins had a free throw in the first half. Billy attacks, can't score. Hopkins tips the rebound to himself. He'll bring it up to AJ. Cut off down low. Open look for Garcia from deep. In and out as we go inside 4 minutes to play. Answering right back, going coast to coast, Seymour. Young is getting set to come back into the game as Braylon Hawkins for three. What a day for Hawkins. He's got 20 points. Champion giving that bucket up in transition as Bacone went quickly. Webster underneath. 3:24 to go. AJ putting the moves on. Extra pass to Walpole, who draws contact, and Josh Walpole will go to the free throw line looking for his first points. Robert Kerrigan will come in for the first time as it looks like Mo Capacey ready to empty the bench out. Walpole gets it to go. So Cade Wilson, number 34. Number 3, Josh Oglesby in. Number 10 is Robert Kerrigan. Kyle Young also back in the game. Braylon Hawkins leaves with 20 points. Team's high today. KJ Corder finishes with 11. AJ Williams had 13. Cade Wilson got the rebound. Block but foul as we go inside 3 minutes to go. Be free throws for Oglesby. So Oglesby off. Now KJ Corder going to come back in. So I thought KJ was done, but he comes in for Walpole. So Oglesby missed them both. Trajan Harho into the game for Bacone as we try to keep you abreast of the changes. Both teams going deeper into their benches. So Harho out there for the first time for Bacone. Wilson for three, yes! That's Cade Wilson's first field goal for Champion on the varsity side, that is. (96-65) is the correct score. Missed a free throw there on our scoreboard. Ball poked away. It's going to be taken back by the Warriors. Webster the reverse, no. Ball batted off the backboard. Attacking Young the alley-oop and laying it up and in was Kerrigan. What an athletic play there. Robert Kerrigan, first field goal with the varsity team, 98-65. As some of the guys who get more run with the developmental squad are starting to scratch, get their names in the books here in this resounding victory for Champion today. Foul on the floor there. Harho is fouled. So from the players who have scored, from the players who have played today, right now it's Oglesby and Laurent is the only two who haven't scored yet for Champion. Laurent not in the game right now. Oglesby is out there. Missed a couple free throws. Harho at the line is a 67% free throw shooter. It's the front end of a 1-and-1 here. Got them both. 98-67. Oglesby out to Wilson. Will try another three. Yes, again. Cade Wilson, 6'8", showing his range. Champion over the century mark. 101-67. Tigers, I believe this is the most points they've scored in a game this season. They've been over 90 quite a few times. But yeah, first triple-digit game of the year as Brown tips it in for Bacone. Have to go back to last year and see as Wilson left alone. Boy, Cade Wilson with 8 points as we go inside 30 seconds to go. So the Tigers going to keep Bacone winless. The Warriors will fall to 0-16. Let's see, last year the Tigers... Yeah, they scored 102 against Spurgeon last year. That was the high a season ago. Matched or surpassed that with 103. A couple of years ago, they haven't, back in 2020 in the COVID shortened year, they didn't score up. 105 against Bacone back in 2019 is the previous high. They've got 103 here, and they will wrap it up winning today. 103-69. Champion wins its 5th game in a row. They're 8-2. They go to 4-1 here at home. And they'll be back in action again on Friday as part of a doubleheader against Arlington. It'll be Friday at 5 and 7. We'll have it for you here on YouTube. Apparently, they're done giving me the video at the gym, so we're going to sign off. Once again, your final Champion 103, Bacone 69. Thanks for watching, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your